Hey WCHS, we're back for the first show of Season 9. I'm Kathleen Moriarty.
And I'm Jesse Hansen. Stay tuned for an inside look on new staff, school improvements, and a look back on the baseball and softball team's spectacular seasons.
Welcome back to another school year and another season of WCTV. We hope everyone had a great summer and a good start to the new school year.
Some people who had a great summer were the Lynx baseball and softball teams. With the scoop on the Diamonds in the Rough, we'll bunt it to Jacob McBride.
Man, it's hard work running these bases. I wonder how the boys and girls softball and baseball teams did so well this year. Let's go to Zosky to find out some more information. What improvements has the team made this year to compare what last year was?
Well, the big thing was we wanted to make sure that our defense was good, and so we worked on that a lot in the preseason. And early in the year we didn't score a lot of runs because we spent a lot of time with defense, and then when we started to hit the ball part of the way through the season, we had good defense and we had good hitting, and we've always had good pitching, and so we had all three of those, and that is why we improved so much from last year.
What changes will the team make for next year for a successful season?
I think a big part is just to continue what we've been doing, try and have good defense, good hitting, and good pitching. We graduated some really good pitchers, and so we'll need to work hard on our pitching to try and get as many good pitchers as we can so that we can try and get back to state next year.
Now that we found out how the boys baseball did this year, let's go find out some more information about how the girls did. With Mr. Hilton leaving, what do you think the outcome will be for next year?
Well, I think as long as a coach is hired that believes in the program that we already have and the tradition that's there, I think we'll have a strong outcome. In the last 10 to 15 years, girls softball team has been to state 3 times, won the state championship once in that time frame, and has won numerous conference championships. So if we can get a coach that believes in all that's been done before that, I think Webster City softball will continue to be successful.
What changes are we going to see in the upcoming years of softball?
Just the scheduling aspect of when softball is going to change this next coming year. Practices are going to start a week earlier, at least. I'm pretty sure it's a week. And that's going to overlap more than it already has with track, soccer, tennis, golf. So that's going to be different. And the season's going to end about a month earlier with the state tournament being played in the middle of July as opposed to the first week of August. So just the scheduling format of it is going to have a whole new look this next summer.
I'd like to congratulate the girls softball and the boys baseball on a great season and hope to see them at state next year. Stay in tune for the fall update here in a couple weeks. This is Jacob McBride reporting for WCTV.
Thanks, Jacob.
Speaking of sports, have you seen the new ticket building outside of the football field?
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's just one of the many improvements that have been made around the school this summer. With an update on the new additions to our school, here's Angie.
You may have been wondering what all the noise is around school. And no, I'm not talking about the latest student gossip. I'm talking about construction. This summer, there's been a lot of construction work going around in the high school. If you've noticed the noise, you're probably aware of the new football entrance, weight room walkway, electrical room, classroom, and new timeout center. These are all the developments going around at our high school. All these developments are asking us the common question, why is this all needed? Why is the construction in the high school needed?
Well, they're doing several things. The first thing they're doing is they're building an electrical storage room so we can have our own electrical station here because we're pretty much maxed out at the high school here, which means we can't even add an electrical outlet without blowing a fuse. So with all the construction going on, the first major thing is adding the electrical out room. And we also want to make it look really beautiful for the kids.
Well, all this construction is needed to improve and update our school. There is current events that are coming up that could interfere with this construction. And with the 2 trailers in our parking lot, everyone is asking the common question, when will we get our parking lot back? When is the construction in the high school expected to be done?
This portion of the job has been running a little bit slow because they've been waiting for steel to come. So they're at the point right now where they're kind of at a standstill. The steel is expected this week or early next week. And once that's set, they can go ahead and do the second story floor and then the roof, and you'll see more block going up in brick. But the contractors are hoping by early November to have it enclosed looking like it's done.
This school has come a long way since 1959 and still has a long ways to go. Thanks to these dedicated and hardworking construction workers, we have new and improved facilities. So I'll see you in the new school additions, but until then, I'll be here working on my new construction project.
Looks like there are a lot of new improvements going on.
That isn't the only new thing around the school. With every new school year comes new staff. Brian Johnson is getting to know the new faces around WCHS.
Man, I'm not used to all these faces in the high school. And I'm not talking about these freshmen. I'm talking about the new teachers in the high school. We got a lot of teachers in the school, right? But the question is why they came here. Mrs. Olson, so why'd you come to Webster City?
Well, honestly, I came here because I got offered a great job and I can live with my parents, which means it's rent-free.
Mrs. Olson came to Webster City because she wanted a new job. Let's see what Mr. Raumiller came here for. Tell me, Mr. Raumiller, what's your philosophy on teaching?
I guess my teaching philosophy is to try to address a lot of different learners with a lot of different methods of learning.
We just heard Mr. Raumiller's philosophy on teaching. Now let's go to someone who's had a little more experience.
After 27 years in one place, you get to a point where you want some new challenges and where stress plays a role in your daily life and in your health. And I was at the point in Sigourney where I thought we'd win about as far as we could go.
Not only is Mr. Howard our government teacher here, we is our new athletic director and our new head football coach. Let's talk to someone who's graduated here and is our new guidance counselor. Gelder, tell us a little about it yourself.
Okay, well, I graduated from Webster City High School, and after that I went to the University of Northern Iowa. I got a degree in elementary education, and I was a teacher of 6th and 7th grade for the last 5 years.
Mrs. Gelder had a lot of reasons to come to Webster City. Let's go see Mrs. Fuller and see what she's like. So, Mrs. Fuller, tell us a little about yourself.
I came from California last year from San Francisco, and an hour north of San Francisco, and I moved to Webster City with my boyfriend who...
Wow, it's been great finding out all these new facts about these new teachers. Speaking of which, I'm a new staff of the WCTV. And I'm Brian Johnson, by the way. And I got a new staff meeting to go to.
Thanks, Brian.
We're nearing the end of the first show this season.
But before we sign out, we would like to wish the Lynx football, volleyball, and cross-country teams good luck with their upcoming competitions.
We also hope everyone involved in mud volleyball has a good time kicking off an awesome homecoming week. We're starting a new segment here on WCTV. On the last Friday of every month, we will be drawing names for PBS winners. If your name is drawn, please report to the office to receive your prize.
This month's PBS winners are JC Napalm, Jesse Vargas, Andy Hayes, Caitlin Rickcliffs, and Cassie Eide.
Congratulations. Your prizes are waiting for you in the office.
That's it for the first edition of WCTV. Thanks for tuning in.
We hope everyone has an awesome homecoming week.
We'll leave you with some footage of the chorus students showing their school spirit.
Have a good one.
We're loyal and bold, Webster High. We're purple and gold, Webster High. We'll back you to stand against the best in the land, for we know you have said Webster High, rah, rah. So smash that blockade, Webster High. Go crashing ahead, Webster High. Our team is our fan protector on team, for we expect a victory from you, Webster High.